Hey everyone, this is going to be a quick video showing you all the upgrades that I have made to my Mossberg 500 Persuader. Now I've already safety checked this, however I'm going to show you real quick, just so we all know that this is empty. The action is open, as you can see. Nothing in the chamber. Nothing in the tube magazine. We're clear. The upgrades I've made to this have all been to make using this better in one way or another. So we're going to go through them. Some of these upgrades I have made pretty much for, fun at the range. Some of these for more of defensive kind of thing, so on and so forth. So the first real upgrade I made to this was I changed out the stock. I changed the stock from the factory one. This is the Magpul SGA stock. Very good stock. I like this because it's adjustable. I also like this because with the angle right here, it's somewhere between a normal rifle stock and a pistol grip, which I really like. I don't like pistol grips on Mossbergs because your safety is up here and your action release is right here. So it kind of doesn't make any sense to put something on there that, would mess up the ergonomics, which a lot of times to me, that's what a pistol grip does on a Mossberg, because it makes that safety very hard to reach and makes that action release harder to reach. And as you can see, with the Magpul stock, I put a higher cheek riser on this, and I also put a shell holder right here. I also changed the recoil pad on this. It had the factory one, but I put the adapter on here so it takes Remington 870 recoil pads, and I have a Limb Saver recoil pad on here. So that's a really nice upgrade. If you're going to get one of these, I recommend buy the adapter offline, but for the recoil pad, if you can, go to the store and pick it up that way. Let them know you have the adapter with you, because Remington makes a lot of different recoil pads for their different models, and they don't all fit identically. So this one here I got from Cabela's. I also added a little bit of traction tape right here on the little cover that goes over the screw. I just figured, why not? Another upgrade I made is, as you can see, I put the single point sling attachment right there, which I don't have a single point sling right now, but it's a nice option. And eventually I do plan on getting a single point sling for this. I've also added a 6-shell side saddle right there. Now, some would say that's kind of overkill. I mean, 7-shot capacity plus 6 right here, that's 13 rounds, plus the 8 right here, that's 21 rounds. That's kind of overkill. Well, the thing is I like having this on here for mainly at the range. It's nice because then as I'm shooting, bang, 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 it gets empty. Oh, okay, load off the side saddle, which that's one less than the magazine tube holds. And then right after that, then I just start taking them off the stock. So, and it's always better to have more ammo rather than less. So yes, for most home defense situations, you probably wouldn't even need this, but I like it, like I said, for at the range. And, why not? Now, some people would think that, is this heavy with all that ammunition on there? It does get a little bit heavy, but it's not that big a deal. Obviously, I train with swords. I train with some swords that are more heavy. So this here doesn't really bother me all that much. Originally I had the Magpul forend on this, but it was nice. However, I didn't like that. For one, it limits the option of having a heat shield on here. Now, am I going to put a heat shield on here? Probably not, but it limits that. Plus, I like this one more because rather than having to try to find a button, you just grab it and it turns on. And that's something I like. Plus, it's very easy. This here is the power button, so it's off when I press it like that. But there's a button right here. Press that, and now it's on permanently. So I like having that option. I like being very simple. I just gotta grab it, and it's on. That's it. Now there is a piece you can put here so that the whole button, because as you can see, Anywhere I grab around here, it does light up. However, I don't, like I said, I like simplicity. I like that as soon as I grab it, no matter where I grab it, it's going to turn my light on for me. Another upgrade I made is, as you can see, this is a fiber optic sight. So the bead was fine. However, for me, it was just hard to see. It was hard to pick up. So I put the fiber optic on here, and now it makes seeing that sight a whole lot easier. The last upgrade I made is, as you can see, this switch is not the standard one. This one here is a little bit extended up there, makes it easier to turn it on and off. This one here is also a metal switch rather than the polymer one that it comes with. I've heard mixed reviews about the polymer switches. I've heard a lot of people say they work just fine. I've heard other people say no, you should replace that as soon as possible. So I just replaced it, and as you can see, it's a little bit extended, which also makes it easier to turn it off. Now when I store this, typically I don't have the safety on. I leave it off, and I just make sure that it has an empty chamber. However, you know, especially for at the range, that's a nice little addition right there. You know, you're not going to accidentally miss that. Now, I also added the piece right here for attaching a sling from the front. I don't attach a sling all the way up here. I just put it there because, you know, it makes it a lot easier so that I don't lose that little piece, and it's not hurting anyone or anything being right there. Plus, on top of that, other than not having to worry about losing it, I'm sure having that there would make this a lot less pleasant for, you know, if someone got hit with the business end of this. I'm sure that would make it, you know, more painful. Because, you know, now all that force is going in that little area. So that's pretty much all the upgrades I have on here. As you can see, I don't have a rail right here because I'm not going to attach a red dot sight to this. You know, I just don't think it's really necessary, at least as of right now. You know, eventually I may put one on there, but, you know, for right now I'm not going to. I am not going to change the polymer trigger guard because, quite honestly, I think the polymer one is just fine, for one. For two, I haven't heard a lot of cases of these breaking. On top of that, if this trigger guard were to be damaged, it would just break off, as opposed to a metal one, which may bend and then leave it to where you can't pull the trigger because, you know, maybe the trigger guard is in the way now. As I said, a lot of these upgrades make it really nice for at the range. And, you know, if you want to do it, you know, some of these are nicer for home defense as well. And it's a little bit of a mixture of why I have these. You know, some of these are for just, you know, making it nicer for at the range. Some of these upgrades are for, you know, having something better for home defense. I hope this was helpful and informative. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And I'll see you in the next video. See ya!